Mr. Ogden, who's going to share a few words. And he's a very interesting man, because I read in the newspapers that he loved sport until he found accountancy. I thought, no, I don't know how that happens, but in this case it was really an inspiration. So please, Mr. Mayor, if you could say a few words, it'd be great.
Well, thank you very much, and thanks for inviting me. I want to congratulate you for this, the first service here, and for the support you've got from the churches in the Hutt Valley, particularly the Assemblies of God. Just want to make mention of Chris Hipkins, a Member of Parliament here. He would like you to vote for him next time. Maybe Chris. And Max Sherrill, one of my fellow councillors, is also interested in sport and is also an accountant. So I have got some notes, but I won't refer to them. All I want to say is that the parable of the loaves and fishes will probably have to come into play here, because it looks like you've got a huge crowd. Can you hear us outside there? Yeah, sort of sound time there. How are your kids? You all right? You have a good. How are the kids today? You all right? Yes. Can't hear you. Yes. Okay. Now, just if you want to know what RSA means, it's Returned Servicemen's Association, and I want to congratulate them on inviting you, or letting you come here. I'm sure you're paying some sort of goodwill, something, I don't know. But this is a very wonderful facility in Taita. Some of us who are in politics care very, very much for what people are doing, not the pipes and the roads and the bridges so much, but the invisible things that you cannot see. The things that you're thinking about at the service today, and the things you're going to be talking about as you eat your food, amongst other things. The things like our values, the things that we believe in, helping other people, our strength, our faith, God, and how He works in our lives. And interestingly, one of the 12 disciples was a bit of a radical politician. He was a member of a sect called the Essenes, and they were very much into radical politics. Now, as Chris, who used to be, I think, well, just about one of the youngest politicians in New Zealand, our lovely, wonderful country, will tell you, unless you get into Parliament or you get into political office, or if you want to help people by becoming a manager, or if you want to become a school teacher like our wonderful pastor here, you've got to actually train, you've got to actually put your name forward. I really encourage you to work towards your goals. Set yourself goals, and kids, try and do your best at school and listen to the pastors about things like values, where you're going to go, the goals, and we've got an excellent school system here, and I really promise you, if you work hard and set those goals, you'll get there. So I hope that you have a nice tea tonight. Unfortunately, the boss at home says I've got to go home because we've got some friends coming, a birthday party, so I won't be here to enjoy your fellowship. I know one or two of you, but it's, I mean, I sat here, I thought, well, there's a few people here, but the hundreds kept coming in, didn't they? And they all look happy. Well, I just want to I hope you have, pray that you have a blessed time today. And it looks like the blessing of God is upon you anyway with this group that you've got here. And talking to the pastor here, his flock has increased already when they started. So I just hope and pray that I really do hope that what you do here in this community flourishes, because it can, I promise you, it can change your life.
Thank you.
So thank you very much for listening.
I'm going to ask Chris Hipkins to say a few words. I've only met Chris once, but he's obviously a man with a mission and a vision, and he has a real heart for Taita and wants to see things in Taita really go up 10, 15 or 20 levels. So, Chris?
Can I thank you very much for the opportunity to be here today. Thank you, Mayor Ogden, for your kind words. I should point out that Mayor Ogden is up for re-election a year before I am. So I noticed when he asked whether people down the back could hear in the field, I've never done that. I only ever did it once. Because when I said, can you hear me down the back, somebody put their hand up and they said, yes, but I'll switch places with somebody who can't. So since then I've never used that. I want to welcome you here to Taita, welcome Align Church here to Taita. It's a community that's very close to my own heart. I grew up just on the other side of the railway lines, a little bit further down in a little place called Waterloo. And I've always been very closely connected with this community. And it's a community that was founded, many people may not know this, by the returned servicemen. So it's particularly appropriate that you're here for this service in the RSA. Because this whole community was built by the returned servicemen. The houses, the community hall, the RSA, the shops, they were all sort of really took off when the returned servicemen came back from the Second World War. So this is a significant place for you to be in founding a church so closely based on the local community. One of the things that has concerned me, and one of the reasons I'm in politics, is because in my lifetime I've seen our community become much more interested in the self, so the individual person, rather than those around them. And I think that one of the things that really heartened me today was listening to your pastor talking about the importance of making sure everybody feels significant in their own right as part of a community. So it's not just about you or me, but it's about all of us collectively together, looking out for each other, showing compassion for those who need it, caring for those who are around us, giving strength to those who need a bit of extra strength and who are struggling. So can I thank you for the opportunity to be here. I wish you all the best in your endeavours.
I'm now going to ask a good friend of mine, brother, father, to say a few words and to pray for the food. Thanks,
man. Kia ora, good evening. My name is Maho Ariki Edmonds, and when I'm not in the wonderful Wairarapa, I originally hail from a big puddle in the middle of the North Island, Lake Kopo, but it is my privilege tonight to pray for those that have given much, those that have sacrificed much. The good word tells us that a busy man he would lay down his life for his brother, his sister, his family, his king, his queen. These things, and I want you youngins to listen up too, are lost today. Values that we need to hold. Don't look at these men and women who have done their best. You too need to own some of this. Because if it wasn't for the sacrifice of these amazing heroes and heroines,